Alright, part two, everybody. I wanted to try to combine part one and part two of these videos because I'm just like everybody else that doesn't really want to sit through a 2 or 3 minute intro before actually looking at the project at hand. And I mean, yep, that's most people. So anyway, here is the 2009 Silverado, which came with the 6.0 Max Vortec V8 all aluminum with the LS3 heads. So just to give y'all an idea of what's in store, let's go ahead and get a little closer in. So the frame in the front, really not that bad. Alright, so I have not done any videos or really taken any pictures of this teardown that has occurred up to this point. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube, and it's almost self-explanatory. I don't think there was anything that was too difficult about that process. Very popular truck. Quite a wiring mess. I really hope to try to clean this up when it all comes back, gets put back together. It just wasn't the most clean setup, okay? But anyway, looking at the motor. So let's start with the basics of what's going to be done to the engine here. The heads are coming off, going to the machine shop, getting a valve job. I've got stainless steel valves from Michigan Motorsports. They told me they're made in Argentina, which is a country that apparently makes valves for a lot of the big name companies. So hey, as long as they're not made in China, in my book, it's feasible. But the goal of this build is not big power. It's long-term reliability with parts that are either better than factory or slightly upgraded. The other thing the truck's going to be getting are the BTR trunnion version 2 upgrade. The heads, I may or may not get the port and polish. I probably will, but I'm on a budget here, especially due to having to buy a frame, which is about $5,000, a new frame, and the transmission as well, which is showing signs of not lasting much longer at 180,000 miles. It's lasted probably longer than a lot of these trucks, taking good care of it. So here, let's walk around some more. So the hood's unbolted. If you're a little bit strong, you can manhandle that hood, one person, lay it down carefully. I've done that and haven't hurt the hood at all or scratched it or anything. Okay, so nice extended cab. Got the LTZ package, leather seats, wood trim, Sony upgraded radio. Okay, this interior, I like it. The only thing that needs to be done in here is to take the carpet out, clean it. I saw a little bit of mold on the sound deadening or the insulation, whatever you want to call it. So I'll replace that. Probably something slightly better. Alright, so now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this project. The rear end of these trucks collect a lot of salt and debris, and ultimately, so if you know anything about these trucks, you would know there are two cross members, one right in back of the axle and one right in front of the axle, which helps to hold the fuel tank. And they were just, pretty much all I had to do was hit them with a hammer and they came right out. This axle right here, it's had a lot of rust flaking off of it. I won't know for sure if the axle housing is going to be savable until I go to take it off and plan on sandblasting and painting that, so that'll be another video for y'all. And as you can see here, excuse me, I haven't got my microphone yet, so I went ahead and cut out some of this rust here. It's pretty much, so this driver's side frame rail, the whole bottom of it's gone. And I can weld. I've got a big Miller welder, and I also have a Miller TIG welder, but this is not something I'm going to take on. I mean, given that these two cross members are gone, and basically this frame rail is very thin in the back portion, even though it's not completely gone, but it's not going to last much longer. It is basically rotted out up until you get to the front wheel well. So in my book, you don't fix that, you replace it. And just given how expensive trucks are, even getting a used truck in good condition, these Chevrolets have too many problems with, especially with the gas motors and the DOD. I've got a little bit of rocker rust that needs to be dealt with on the cab, but I've done some research there, and I don't think that's beyond my capability to repair. So that'll be another video for y'all. And I've had lots of car projects over the years, and I haven't documented hardly anything. I feel a little guilty about it. So I think now this is going to be the project that I put some good work into. And hopefully here over the next 8 to 10 months, it'll be closer to being done. Have an all new exhaust, and then the only thing that I didn't talk about was the engine block. So at a minimum, that's going to the machine shop to be maybe bored slightly over and then honed, followed by a plateau hone. New pistons and rods are going to be the minimum, and I've yet to decide if I'm going to invest the extra little bit of money and get a stroker crankshaft, which I wouldn't get the 4-inch, it'd probably be like the 3.75, so y'all stay tuned and we'll see what happens there. It's it's a few months away before I got to make that decision. So in a nutshell, we have the truck. It's the motor, the frame, the body rust, transmission, the six-speed 6L80, and the axle, which I don't think this differential can handle a whole ton of power, but I mean, with everything that I'm planning on doing to this motor, we're probably looking at about a little over 500 horsepower, but that's going to be enough for me and my uses. I'm going to baby this truck, use it for work, long road trips, and it should hold up well. So I appreciate y'all staying tuned. Catch me on the